This is CNY Decides from WAER and Central Current. I'm Bob Beck. Each week in the show, we'll delve into issues and topics we are following this election season. Joining me now is Central Current's Eddie Velazquez, who's written about the 129th State Assembly Democratic primary race between the longtime incumbent Bill Magnarelli and the current county legislator Mo Brown. Eddie, thank you so much for joining us. Explain briefly who these two candidates are.
Thank you for having me, Bob. Assemblyman Magnarelli has been an incumbent for 28 years now, so he has been in office for 28 years, and he chairs the Transportation Committee of the Assembly. He is an attorney by trade. Maurice Brown, Mo Brown, is the sitting 15th District County Legislator in Onondaga County, and he is a city legislator, and he is a he's an Army veteran and also a campaign strategist.
Longtime guy. Has Magnarelli been somebody considered untouchable up till now?
Yeah, I think there is a bit of a local deference toward Magnarelli. I mean, he hasn't really had a general election challenge since 2020, and it's been more than 10 years since he's had a primary challenger. And he has done a lot for the local committee, so yes, I would say so.
Now, normally people don't want to face a veteran politician, so why is Brown so confident this is the right move to go after him?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of things there. I think one of them is that Brown has been very active in running campaigns for progressive Democrats, including his own, obviously, but locally, he has been kind of a mentor to new progressive candidates. So I think, there is a bit of testing out the strength of that infrastructure locally. And also, I think the current political moment is, as he sees it, as Brown sees it, is a bit of in favor of more progressive candidates, especially in New York State, where we've seen New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani win kind of an insurgent campaign in a similar fashion.
I want to ask you, so Brown has suggested, I'm going to read this, Magnarelli is a barrier for ideas surrounding things like housing. Did that come across in your reporting? And really, what seemed to be their different position on that topic?
Yeah, so I think the biggest difference, as they have explained it to me, is the role that government plays in not only building housing, but in Brown's case, he advocates for more of a public ownership of housing. So think about models like, rent control, which we see in New York City. Those are some of the proposals that he would back, in the state assembly and locally. So I think there's a little bit of that, but I think ultimately they both agree that housing construction is very important and needs to happen at a scale that the district has not seen before. I think it's about how that housing gets funded, who gets to have control of it, what type of housing is it even, affordable housing, market rate housing. You have all these different types of housing. And I think those are sort of the policy differences that you're going to see, as they continue their campaign.
We've got about a minute left, Eddie. We've got some people across the country on the Republican and Democratic side that are chasing after the incumbents. What does that tell us here? What do we think we're seeing here? And is this something we're going to see for years to come?
Yeah, I think the way Brown has described it is folks are in or desire having a presence in their community that not only resembles them from like a socioeconomic standpoint, but also that speaks to issues in a very transformative way. And I think candidates, some of the ones you've sort of described, tend to fall under that spectrum a little more.
Eddie, thank you so much. We're out of time. It's been great. Read your story at Central Current, and we'll all look forward to doing that, and thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of CNY Decides. Join us next week as we bring you another Civics 101 installment. Talk with Patrick McCarthy about the U.S. House race in central New York and whether a surprise Republican candidate can defeat what appears to be a popular incumbent. CNY Decides is a joint effort by Central Current and WAER.